Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw, and I'm here in Orlando, Florida at the Brightline Station. This is a station that opened just last year in September. Brightline, of course, is the high-speed rail service in South Florida, and now it's in Central Florida, and it's expanding all over the place. We're here with Barbara Drahl, who's the Senior Vice President of Marketing and Commercial Strategy for Brightline. And we're going to get an update on what's going on with Brightline today. And I just got off the train. It's working fantastic. There are a lot of customers. Really, people are so pleased with it. We're going to find out about that and more on Insider Travel Report. Barbara, first of all, great to meet you here. We're here in Orlando again, as I mentioned, and I did take Brightline years ago, pre-COVID, and I love the service. And now you're just growing like crazy. And last year, of course, you added the Orlando service. But talk a little bit about what Brightline has accomplished in the past year.
Well, welcome to Orlando. First and foremost, you're here in front of our beautiful station, and we are so proud. Last year was a milestone year for us. We opened Orlando, which is really the core of the business. We welcomed more than 5 million visitors since opening in South Florida. And since opening Orlando, we have welcomed more than 139 countries, people from 139 countries within our ridership. So really, it's not just a Florida thing or USA thing, it's a global.
So people have discovered that they can get around Florida by rail.
Absolutely. So it's the first time in 100 years that a privately held company is opening a rail service, and we're so proud to connect all the visitors into Orlando, all the visitors into Miami now with a really easy way to experience our state.
Now, I'll let you mention all this. What are the stations between here and Miami?
Well, the first stop from Orlando is West Palm Beach.
Okay.
Then we go on to Boca Raton, Fort Lauderdale, Aventura, and all the way to Miami. And all those South Florida stations are centrally located in the core downtown areas where it's really easy for guests to connect to all the activities and beaches and things to do in South Florida.
Yeah, I timed it coming up, but how long does it take you to get from Miami to Orlando?
So from Miami to Orlando with all the stops is about 3 hours and 20 minutes.
Okay, that's right, yeah. And what is the frequency of the service?
The frequency of the service is hourly. That means we are deploying 16 trains out of Orlando and 16 trains out of Miami every day for 32 trains.
Now, you really seem to be catching on with everybody now. So what you mentioned earlier, what has the ridership been in the past year?
So we have had just exponential growth month over month. The demand is there. We've been promising this train for years, and now that it's here, people are excited, people are riding. So since we opened on September 22nd, we've grown month over month over month, and not only with locals, as I said, but domestic visitors and international visitors, which represent a significant portion, about 35% of our ridership.
Well, some of them from Europe are used to riding the trains, right?
That's right. So the benefit of us in Florida is here the Northeast, which is some of the biggest feeder market into Florida, as well as our international visitors are familiar with trains, and so we're here to serve them.
Now, what has Brightline's strategy been in connecting all these cities in Florida?
Well, we are proud to be the first, and we love connecting, right? It's part of our core values, and it's really why people are working for this company, but we want to not only provide connections, but an eco-friendly way to connect. So taking cars off the road, removing CO2 out of the atmosphere, and really giving people a pleasant, bright, comfortable way to travel. Whether you're looking for leisure and you just want to play cards with your family along the way, or whether you're a business traveler going
like me, just who was on the computer the entire time.
That's right. You plug in.
The Wi-Fi is great.
The Wi-Fi is great, and you get your work done. So whether it's productivity or relaxation, we've got you covered.
No, that's great. Now, what markets, we talked a little about, you're targeting the international market, but also I know you work a lot with the cruise lines as well, and I just came off of with several travel advisors who had been down for the christening of Icon of the Seas, and they came back this way.
That's right. So we have great connections to some of the best ports in South Florida. Easy Uber ride or easy shuttle ride over from the station to the port. So we love cruisers. We welcome them, and we've made it so much easier now for people to fly potentially into Orlando and then cruise out of Lauderdale or Miami.
And then, of course, you're working with corporate meetings and people who are having conventions on both, whether it's Miami, Fort Lauderdale, or here, and they can connect between all those cities, right?
That's right. You know, whether you're traveling for business as part of a convention or whether you just want to do that little bit of leisure at the beginning or end of your convention, we've made it so easy now to connect, right? You don't have to drive, you don't have to fly, you can just hop the train, go visit West Palm, have some lunch, and head back to Orlando or the other way. So we've made it really easy for people to connect.
And then, of course, I heard a lot of people are actually using it to commute back and forth, local people, right?
That's right. We have some riders now, some guests who are going down for business with a lot of frequency. And again, they're finding that they're productive, that they are able to accomplish that much more, and they use it as a commuter.
Now, one of the things that I obviously we're talking to travel advisors. So how do you work with travel advisors? What are the programs you offer? And I even understand you have a special commission just for a limited period, right?
That's right. For anyone who becomes a Brightline travel advisor, and they can do that by signing up on GoBrightline.com, looking for the travel advisor page, is eligible to receive a 20% commission through the end of February for any rides booked into the summer.
Are you seeing pickup by advisors coming in and booking their customers here?
Yes, actually that segment of our business continues to grow, right? So we're only 4 months into our operation, but again, every month we're seeing more and more bookings and more people joining that travel advisor program.
Have you begun any other promotions for Brightline in terms of special fares? And also I know you have some special experiences too, right?
That's right. So yes, we always have some special fares for guests. Guests can learn about those by going to GoBrightline.com. But things like kids ride free, things like fares from $49. We do have dynamic pricing, so we have some trains for value seekers, and of course we have a premium experience. So for those who really want that all-in package, we've got deals there too.
And then you got some special things. I think you got a Palm Beach brunch experience online.
There are some select dates out of Miami Central Station where guests can hop aboard the train and go up to West Palm and have a kind of a champagne brunchy experience on board, and then go to one of the partner restaurants at Palm Beach.
Sounds like a good deal.
I mean, people love it. People love it. We've gotten a lot of positive feedback.
And then, of course, you started wrapping your trains. Like I came up on a Bahamas train. I don't know what you got in line for promotions with them, but
so they're a partner, and we do have some advertising space and inventory. But yes, we love our partners. We love when they theme our trains and wrap them and make it kind of a new, interesting experience for those riding.
Now, what's to come now for Brightline? You accomplished this, getting all the way up to Orlando. I know you have some goals to maybe get to Tampa at some point, right?
That is a goal, yes. We're going to continue working on that. We also have a project out west between...
I want to talk to you about the west one.
You want to talk about that too? Yeah, so we are still working on all those plans, and we're excited to press that forward.
Yeah, I do. I've heard a lot about the west, going from Vegas to Southern California, and something that might come pretty quickly, right?
So we would like to make fast progress there. And, we will be the only fully electric high-speed train in the country, and we will go up to 200 miles an hour.
A little faster than you can do here in Florida.
Faster, that's right, because it'll be kind of in the middle of the freeway, not a lot of crossings or no crossings, so we can safely go very fast, but it'll be an amazing experience.
I think you have to put in your own tracks, that's it.
That's it, we got to, yes.
Now, anything else you'd like to tell travel advisors about Brightline today?
If you haven't tried it, please do.
You're getting a lot. I came off with 5 or 6 travel advisors, so they were like, wow, this is great. Some had used it before, but a lot hadn't.
That's right. So, travel advisors are welcome, of course, to join the program, to try the train. We would love to welcome them and really see how much easier we've made it to connect their clients, their guests from one region to the other, and really expand that experience overall and see all the best of Florida.
Now, where can travel advisors go to learn more about Brightline and the programs they can take advantage of?
Go to GoBrightline.com and look for the travel advisor URL, and there you can sign up to become a Brightline travel advisor.
Well, Barbara, I want to thank you. It's great to meet you here. The service is amazing. You really got to get your clients involved and take this. It connects all of the major destinations in Florida, and it really is an amazing. It's kind of like you feel like future shock here. If you travel in Europe and your clients do that, you probably have seen great train service, but we don't really have that in the States, sadly, except here, which is you're lucky. You have it's a great thing, and hopefully soon on the West Coast, it's going to be coming in, and then we'll really have some good rail service. Again, thank you so much for spending some time with us.
Thank you so much, and we look forward to welcoming all your travel advisors on board.
I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.